video was a caramel apple video a long time ago now. So I've done two. I've had a lot of requests for caramel apple videos or apple videos, that sort of thing. And I was going to do another one a few months back, and I went to the mall where I buy these. There's a place, it's like Rocky Mountain something or another, but they sell stuff like this, and it's they're very good. They got a lot of apples and this sort of thing, and marshmallow, all kinds of treats. Pretty very expensive but very nice. And I went there and they were closed, and I thought, oh darn! So I started walking through the mall, and I counted 5 stores that were closed, and somebody said it was due to inability to find people to work. So I probably told you that before, but that kind of takes me back when I think about my caramel apple, why I wasn't able to do it last time. And I got some leftover wings I'm going to have. Before I get started, I have a shout out. Now, I don't really know how to pronounce his name. It looks like Abderoof, HRT, or something like that, but I'm going to show it to you. So I don't know how to pronounce that. But that's your shout out, my friend. Abderoof, HRT. There's a dash in there before the HRT. It's a noisy motorcycle. Sorry about that. Anyways, like I said, I don't know how to pronounce that. So that's why I showed it like that. So there's your shout out. I appreciate your support, my friend. And a big shout out to the rest of you as well. So anyways, I'm going to start on my chicken wings here because I'm starving. I love chicken wings. I'm working on a few stories right now. These stories, these what I call epic stories, I like to start them early in the day. They require more preparation. Generally more eating. Try and hide my bones, you don't have to look at them. These are very good wings. So a couple nights ago, Linda and I met up with 2 other couples in a town about 20 minutes from where we live called Lady Smith. And we met there for dinner at about 5 o'clock or so. I was at this brewing company. These young people started this brewing company. They have really good food. I think they're going to be very, very successful. They have a good image. It's quite busy. They have really good food for pub grub. It's better than average. It's a lot of Buddha bowls and stuff like that. Jerk chicken bowls. And they have mac and cheese and a clubhouse and a hamburger. I had the half order of nachos. Man, were they ever good. And just big enough for me. Because I can eat a lot, as you know. But last summer, Linda and I went down to this Mexican place right down on the water. And I had the full nachos with the pulled pork. Like I said before, that was big enough for 5 people. It was ridiculous, so I couldn't do so. I got a little bit smart. I just ordered the half order, and they were really good, just the right size. they have different types of beer. Lots of different types. I had this sampler, and it was, one of them was called Cherry Poppins. It was like a cherry flavored beer. One was called it was named after a famous local blonde, which is because this Lady Smith, it was Pamela Anderson. Then I had a couple others that I had there. One was a lemon ginger type beer. It was, they're really good. Very good. At very good prices. But I like seeing places like that start up and be successful. And I'm sure they will be because they seem to be successful right now. They obviously know what they're doing. I'm just chewing on some cartilage. It's one thing to start up a restaurant. It's another thing to start up a brewery like that, because places like that, there's a lot of technique. I mean, when you have a brewery, you have to really know what you're doing, And of course, well, that's what the restaurants do. You have to know what you're doing, or any other business. But, I don't think a brewery is something you just blindly walk into and decide, I think I'll start a brewery when you have no experience at all. I'm not saying it can't be done, but I wouldn't do it. So they brew right there on the premises. And, like I said, the food is very good, and the atmosphere, that they have this, an outdoor patio, but now that we're in November, they've closed it in. So it's like a terrarium type thing, It's still very cozy in there. I think, and their parking lot was full. We had to park down the street. I think the only change I could see them making is somehow getting more seating, if that would be possible, because they are a very popular place already. I noticed they do a lot of like skip the dishes, that sort of thing, Years ago, my ex and I used to go to this local pub for wing night. I think wing night was Tuesdays or Thursdays. Tuesdays, I think. Kind of a slow night. And wings are only 10 cents a wing. This was years ago. Man, we used to just peg out. I love the garlic, salt, and pepper wings. Like a dry rub. I could eat those all night long. Got a little bit of lettuce there. then I popped over and saw my mom last night for a short visit. They were about maybe, 40 minutes or so. But she already has her Christmas tree up. She puts it up November 1st. Without fail. I told her one of these days I'll pop over and put her lights up for her. I do that every year. My mom's a real fanatic about Christmas. Mind you, this year, for the first time I noticed, she doesn't have the oomph that she used to, Mind you, she's 97. And for the last few years, Linda and I go over, put her turkey in at about, 1:30, whatever, in the afternoon. She gets those frozen butter balls. You just cook them from frozen, like the stuffed ones. And in the past, she was always able to dice up all the veg, but we'll probably do that. And we go to her place Christmas Eve. It's funny, as soon as Halloween was out of the way, I was hearing Christmas carols and seeing Christmas stuff on TV. Wow, these are really good ribs. Even when they've been sitting in my freezer for a couple weeks, they're still good. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day out there today. Man, it rained the last couple of days. Rained all day yesterday. But believe it or not, it stopped long enough in the morning and the evening to walk the dog. Marcy the dog really likes her walks. I got to go to the bathroom during the night. I could hear the water, the rain on the skylight. I could hear the wind. But it's beautiful and sunny out there, but it's a bit windy. I see gusts of leaves coming off the trees every once in a while. not a big fan of having sticky, gooey fingers. Oops, sorry about that. You know what I have to get? A shock mount. I definitely need a shock mount. So if I bang the stand, you won't hear it as much. Now, at the beginning of my video, look at all that caramel goodness. Can't let that go to waste. Just can't. At the beginning of my video, you hear some crunchy noise in my intro. A lot of people ask me what that was. That is an apple. That crunchy is an apple. And a lot of people said, well, can you do a video with that noise? So here we go. Now, I can't eat this apple without making that same joke that I always make. That my doctor advised me to eat 6 to 8 pieces of fruit a day. So I figure 6 to 8 of these a day, I'll be healthy as a horse. That's my joke. This is very delicious. Now, they charged me $10 Canadian for this. So in the United States, it'd probably be about $3. But it's worth it in the sense that the caramel is very good quality and it's thick and it's staying on there. The apple's a beautiful Granny Smith. One of my viewers asked me, they want to see all the canning that Linda and I have done over the last couple of years because we did peaches and pears, pickles, we made salsa, canned tomatoes. But this year, the fruit wasn't as good because we had, it was such a drought all summer. But my mom's apple tree did really good. Linda's apple tree produced a little bit. But my mom's was really good, so we got some apples from her, actually quite a few. They're quite small, but we're going to make applesauce out of that. This is really delicious. Granny Smith apples are so good for this type of thing because they really hold up. They never get mushy, they're nice and snappy. I That's the type of store where a person could go in there and spend a lot of money because they got some of the most amazing, treats and stuff in there. It's just unbelievable. What I might do is just go there someday and just buy a bunch of treats and just do like a treat eating video. Something like that. They got all kinds of stuff. Took my car in to get the oil change the other day. I don't know if I told you this, but the guy lifted the hood and said there's a bunch of snails underneath there. I'm wishing now I bought 2 of these. Next time I'll buy 2. One thing they don't have there is candy apples. Those are the real hard red ones. I wish they did. I mean, I prefer caramel apples, but I haven't had a candy apple in a dog's age. Last time I had a candy apple probably would have been at the fair or the circus or something. Would have been like 40 years ago, I'm sure. Another thing about Granny Smith apples, they're kind of tart. So it's a nice balance with the tartness and the sweetness of the caramel and all that. Very nice. Just for fun, I go online sometimes. I look at real estate, different parts of the country. Where I live out in British Columbia, it's, I think, the most expensive in Canada. It's really expensive out here. It's crazy. And I was looking at real estate in these small towns in Saskatchewan. You can buy a beautiful house for, 300 grand or less. In many cases, quite a bit less. Out here, you can't get a one-bedroom condo for under 3. Just crazy. his eye out with that. That was delicious. Wow. Very good. That was really good. I like that. Kind of enjoying drinking water. I don't really miss the pop that much. Like I said, the reason I drank it before was it just, it seemed to look better on camera, and it was just, something to talk about. But, the water is, I feel a lot better when I drink the water. Oh, that was good. Well, I should have got 2 of those because I could have eaten another one for sure. Very delicious. Next time I go there, I'll get either 2 caramel apples or another caramel apple and maybe a couple of other things too. No, I'll get 2 caramel apples because they got some with all kinds of stuff on it, all kinds of swirls and different candies and little marshmallows and Smarties stuck to them. And one time I was in Disneyland years ago and I bought a caramel apple. It had all kinds of stuff stuck to it. Oh my gosh. It was just crazy. But I ate it. It was good. Yeah. Okay, my friends. It's a very nice, lovely fall day, so I'm going to go out there and go for a little walk. Go check the mail. And might just grab Marcy, take Marcy along. She likes going for walks. If Marcy gets 3 a day, that's a real bonus for her. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your comments, and as far as your shout-outs are concerned, like I said, I record my videos at least a week at a time, so just be patient. They will come. If I forget, remind me, okay? So in the meantime, you take care, look after yourselves, look after each other. Don't forget to stay amazing, okay? We'll see you next time, okay? Bye now.